They saying I'm the GOAT, I tell them I am redemption. Yeah, we build different.
I am Redemption. We are coming to you live from Podcast Studio Austin in Austin, Texas. Big shout out to Squatch Frontier Fitness. They are right outside. They just got done doing their badass community workout. We had our guest in there this week. He had a ton of fun before he came on. But man, I want to hurry up and get right into it with my boy over here, my boy Martin Hernandez. Dude, I want to introduce you real quick. Go right into it. How do we get connected?
We got connected. First off, I watched your documentary, and it lit something in me to chase 100 miles one day. I had barely run a 10K, you know. I had just done like a turkey trot like 2 months before. It was my first run ever race, and I searched and searched, and I found your Instagram somehow.
So you found the documentary before we ever connected online?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So you just randomly were scrolling.
I was scrolling.
Really?
I was obsessed. I ran the 10K, and I'm like, how can I further this, you know?
Right. So you caught the running bug.
Caught it.
Got you.
Caught it. And then I reached out to you on Instagram.
Right.
I think you had a little over 2,000 followers at the time, which now it's much bigger.
A little bit.
And
We've been working.
yeah, been working, bro. And I DM'd you, and I was like, he ain't gonna reply, you know what I mean? Little old me, you know? And I was like, hey, bro, your documentary inspired me, lit something up in me, and I think one day I'm gonna try to accomplish it. I don't know how, but I'm gonna try. And left it at that, you know? I was like, this fool ain't gonna reply, you know what I mean? And you did. You replied like 2 weeks later, and you were like, hey, bro, like, hell yeah, you know? You just kept it real.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, he replied, you know? And I followed you, and you followed me back, and, you know, just left it at that for a while.
Right.
Then you did your shoe giveaway. Yes. Then you did the shoe
okay.
giveaway. Yes.
Okay, now
Yep.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
I thought it was the shoe giveaway.
No,
Okay.
no,
All right.
you get it now? Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
you did the shoe giveaway,
Right.
and then
Hell
should I
yeah.
say it or yeah,
No,
like
you say
everything?
it.
Yeah.
Well,
So
no, so hold on, stop. Yeah, we can go into that, but
okay,
or no,
I
no,
got you. Yeah.
Go ahead, say it.
No, you're
No,
good.
go ahead, say it.
So you did the shoe giveaway. You did 3 challenges, I believe. And the first challenge was, I think, do push-ups for about a minute.
Yeah.
And then
So-
you did.
So just let me set the scene real quick. I'm just starting off doing social media
Yeah,
stuff,
I
bro.
remember.
I have no idea really what I'm doing
Yeah.
yet. I'm filming videos, and I'm like, all right. For me, it was never important about growing the
Yeah.
social media, but I knew as a podcast or as a platform to be legitimate or for people to take you serious,
Yeah.
you have to have somewhat of a following.
Yeah.
So this was right around the time where I started putting on some serious effort and like, all right, we got to grow the following.
Yep.
This is why. And so I come up with this idea to just do a random shoe giveaway.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Come up with these 3 things, but go ahead.
Yep. And then you said push-ups for a minute on camera. Squats for a minute on camera was the second challenge, and you were announcing them as they go, you know, like
Right.
let's go, and
Yeah.
you were, you know, and then third one, which was the toughest one in my opinion, was for a minute you had to speak about something you overcame or like something that, you know, something deep. And I remember I was driving and I was just like, this is the hardest part of the challenge. Like I'll do burpees all day, you know, squats, and I was like stuttering and kind of, but then I just put it out there. I was like, hey, no matter what it is, sign up for your first 5K, no matter if it's like 2 dumbbells, 5-pounders, you know, get moving, and fitness changed my life, and it could do the same for you, you know?
Dude.
Yeah.
Bro, you are number one. You're the reason why I do what I do.
Hell
The
yeah.
fact that I ever could put a post out or have done anything that could positively impact somebody else, bro, is my life's
Hell
greatest
yeah.
gift. So
Hell yeah.
number one, thank you.
Yeah.
Number 2, bro, there is a lot of people that I get hit up a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of people hit me up about running and all that stuff, but people that stay consistent are the people that like stay on my radar,
Yeah.
especially because I post a lot, but I
Yeah.
don't scroll a lot.
Yeah.
So whenever I do see somebody's stuff that I see putting in the effort, I always try to engage with it.
Yeah.
I always try to get back to every message.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different now than it was then, but bro, you are somebody that I watched message me, and a lot of people message and they say a lot of really good stuff,
Yeah.
but I don't see a lot of follow through.
Yeah.
And bro, I saw you say you caught the bug, and I saw you every weekend.
Yeah.
Every weekend you
Yeah.
are out there, another race, another medal going
Yeah.
around your neck, bro. And that That's what it's all about, dude.
That's
is
it.
You
Yeah.
discover those people, you discover that outlet
Yeah.
where it's like, yo, look at him doing it. So you had made bro, you'd made a comment to me
Yeah.
yesterday, and
Mhm.
and I had invited you out previously to
You
come
have
out
many
and,
times, many times.
and
Yeah.
tried to get you out here. And you said something yesterday that you didn't know if you were like I Am Redemption or anything like that.
Yeah.
And you and
So
I, hold on.
okay.
You and I
yeah.
had a little talk, bro.
Yeah,
And
we did.
even getting to spend more time with you, I'm even that much more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Convinced that you are I Am Redemption. So,
Hell
brother,
yeah.
you've been through your journey.
Yeah.
You've been through ultra marathons. And so this is the first time I've ever done this, but you've made it to I Am Redemption, bro. You found your redemption. So I'd be honored if I could put this around your
Oh
neck.
hell yeah, bro.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. That's hard, bro.
Boom.
Hell yeah, that's hard, bro. Now I'm double blinging up, bro.
I Am
Yeah.
Redemption, baby. We got our own medals.
There
Let's
we
go.
Damn, bro, that's sick.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
You don't
Thank you.
you don't have to wear it now.
Okay, okay. I
You
got
don't you don't have to wear it now if
Yeah.
you don't want to. You
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
If you do,
I'll
the-
leave it on for a little bit. Yeah.
Fix the little thing right
This
there.
one or this? Oh, this one right here.
No,
Oh.
the ribbon. Let me get. There we go.
All right, clean. Yeah, I'll wear.
Yeah, bro. I figured, man. I figured. We had the Redemption Games come up, and
Yeah.
I got some Redemption Games medals, and then I
Yeah.
got some I Am Redemption medals.
Yeah.
And the way I look at the podcast and everything is, I feel like if somebody's made it to here and they've
Yeah.
made it on the show,
Yeah.
you found your redemption, bro.
Bro,
You
with it.
belong. So it's time. You've been through the ultra marathon in life. We better put
Yeah.
some medal around somebody's neck. So.
I appreciate it, bro, because
course.
this I was having some, self thoughts, and we talked about it, and this is like a physical representation of overcoming those thoughts.
For sure.
And if I could dive a little deeper in it, I was basically feeling like I wasn't 100% I Am Redemption. I'll have a drink here and there. I try to stay as consistent as possible, as disciplined as possible, especially for my son. And I was having some, I'm unworthy, to come out here. And that was honestly the biggest wall, speed bump, whatever you want to call it, that wasn't fully letting me just jump on it, you know?
Yeah.
And then when you invited me to be part of your film, I was like kicking myself. Can I cuss or no?
Yeah, bro,
Kicking
you
my
Lean all the way into being
I
you're
was
here,
like
bro.
kicking myself in the ass, bro. Like, dude, I that's a big opportunity, and you straight up just were like, come on, bro, you're more than welcome out here. And it wasn't the first time you had invited me out here.
Right.
You had invited me out here many times, and
Thank you for saying all this right now.
and I just think when I did that 100K, it woke something up in me as well and especially since it was one that you've done previously too. I was like,
Dude.
I belong. I think I belong a little bit,
I was so excited to see. I knew you were doing races. And I
Yeah.
saw all of it. It was like you jumped up quick too,
Yeah,
right? What was
yeah.
the race what race had you done before that?
So I had done a half. I jumped to a full, and then from a full, I went 50 miler 2 weeks later.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the 50 miler, I did in between, a bunch of races. And then I did a 50K, the Silver State 50. And then I just jumped up to the 100K, from 50 mile to 100K. Yeah.
I don't know if I caught every race because I don't think I had
No,
seen
you're
you.
all good.
I don't think I had seen you done all the long distances.
Yeah,
But then I
yeah.
just saw you do that one, and bro,
Yeah.
Tahoe 100K ain't no pump,
Yeah.
bro. That was harder probably than my 100 miler,
Yeah.
just with the altitude and everything.
And just to throw that out there, I wore the I Am Redemption shoes every single big race I did, and big event. And some people were like, "You're wearing those?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I had no idea that they were,
Road or
more
trail
road
shoes.
shoes,
Yeah,
more
yeah,
road
yeah,
than
yeah,
trail,
yeah.
And I told someone, I was like, "You know what? These shoes give me powers, bro. You don't even know." You know what I mean?
Bro, you're gonna make me cry.
Nah, bro, don't.
Dude,
Nah, we ain't. Nah, bro, come on.
I don't give a.
I know,
I'll
bro.
cry, I
Nah,
don't
we
care.
straight, bro.
Bro, the fact, man, again,
Yeah.
dude, the first pair of I Am Redemption shoes that I made, I
Yeah.
just got on the Nike app, and
Yeah.
it meant so much to me to be able to give something like that away to somebody,
Oh, dude. Yeah.
and to know that they went to somebody that they it impacted, they
Yeah.
valued,
Yeah.
bro. They couldn't have went to a better person.
I
And then
appreciate it, man.
to know that you're out there running crazy ultra distances
Yeah.
in a pair of Nike, not even road shoes, just
Yeah.
Nike shoes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy,
I
bro.
appreciate it,
It's
bro.
crazy.
No, and I have the box and everything, and it says Nike by Martine, and it's just like one of one. I'm like, man, This is huge, bro. You know,
Dude, thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you, bro.
So when we, when we first got connected,
Yeah.
you had done like one race or whatever,
Mhm.
and I could clearly, you're tatted up just like myself.
Yeah.
I knew you had a story,
Yeah.
and so just everybody, they've heard my stuff,
Yeah.
heroin addiction, prison, and all that. But
Yeah.
like going back to when stuff was rough for you, like
Yeah.
paint me a picture. What did life look like back then when things were kind of at their worst?
Yeah. So life for me.
Hold on. Also, let me.
Okay.
He mentioned something. He said he has a drink every once in a while, and he and I had a long talk about this because he felt because he wasn't 100% sober, he may not be able to get down with I Am Redemption. And I Am Redemption is obviously we're all about sobriety for the people that need it, but not everybody is not the same. Not
Yeah.
everybody's an addict. We don't throw events or do anything where there's gonna be a bunch of drinks around.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know what I mean. There's many normies in and it's all about overcoming adversity. It doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily mean anything to do with sobriety. So. Don't think that shit disqualifies you.
I got you,
No.
bro. Yeah.
Now, if
yeah.
you put a beer in you and you start doing some dumb shit, then we
Yeah.
have to have a different talk.
There we
but-
go, bro. No, yeah. And
But-
then, so for me, I was born in California. As I was growing up, my brothers were, involved in gangs and stuff like that. And at age 11, 12, around there like that, I moved to Nevada with my parents, my little sister, but my brothers were already older. So they, stayed in California. And I felt like unwelcomed. I felt a lot of, I got bullied a lot, got chased home from the school bus, stuff like that. A lot of racial remarks towards me and stuff like that. And I didn't really have like I had like my skater identity. I was like a skater, but I still didn't like really fit in,
Mhm.
kind of. And I really latched on to that gangster tough. That's who I looked up to. My brothers, they were like my heroes, and all their homies, the guys that they were around, they were doing barbecues and hanging out, and they were tatted and tough, and they were creased, and Fila's and the Levi's, all that, looking clean, and head up high, and like my parents and their, a lot of Mexicans and Hispanics just in general are very like, and hard workers, 100% hard workers, but they're very like turn the other cheek.
Mhm.
And I wasn't, I could only take so much, And I remember one day I was walking towards, there's a store called Rayleigh's where I live, and there was a newspaper article, and a town just about 10 or 15 minutes from where I live, there was like a gang shooting, and his name was Luis, and they called him Medusa, and he had got shot in the head, and he passed away. And I was like, oh, that's around here. Like, I didn't even know, and I seeked it. So I slowly, started dressing like that, from remembering how my brothers were, slowly started seeking that. And then, that's where it all started,
Right.
And then I went down a deep, long life of just destroying, myself and destroying my community. But now I'm trying to rebuild my community instead of destroying it,
Right. But so, like, if you could just paint a picture real
Yeah.
quick at its worst.
at its
Are we
worst.
talking drugs? Are we talking jail, prison?
Jail, hitting my head with a crowbar, brain aneurysm,
From fights?
from fights. And then it all stemmed from, head trauma from
What did you get? Could you tell what
I got hit with a
happened?
crowbar in my head,
Okay.
outside of 7-Eleven, like 2 a.m. Shouldn't have been there, but you know how it goes.
Yeah.
I
Just drinking drugs, beef.
beef, yeah, beef. These two dudes were in there. My friend went inside by himself. He's from Vegas. He went inside by himself. The two dudes were in there. All he did was move their stuff over to the side, and they took it as super disrespect. They went over there and, hey, why are you touching our stuff? And he's like, hey, I'm trying to pay. Your stuff's in the way. You guys are lingering in the store.
Mhm.
They're arguing. I could kind of see it from the vehicle I was in, and they were like pressing up on him. You know, there was two of them, and it was only him. They're pressing up on him, and he's kind of arguing with them. I could already spot it, you know.
Yeah.
And as soon as they walk, I'm like, maybe they're just, you know, a little bit arguing, and he'll walk into the car. We'll take off. It's done, you know. But as soon as they followed him outside, they kept, you know, throwing their hands up, and they were arguing and this and that. And I was like, all right, you know, these fools want it, you know, type of thing. And I pop out, and when I pop out, I'm like, hey, what's cracking? You know, what's up with you fools? And they were like, hey, your boy. And I'm like, my boy, nothing. You know, like, what's your guys' problem? You know, type of thing. And they were like, well, what? And I just pop off on one of them, and then I hit the other one, and then we just start going at it. You know, when we start going at it, you know, my homie separates with the smaller one. I get, you know, down with the bigger dude, and when we're fighting, you know, he rocked me, bro, pretty hard. You know, he rocked me on the head. I went down, and when I went down, I grabbed his legs, and I freaking picked him up, slammed him. I didn't know this at the time, but later on, I figured out. So when I slammed him and like twisted his leg up in there, so I ripped off his fat toenail. Yeah, and when I ripped off his fat toenail, you know, we were fighting and everything. My homie pulls out the crowbar. And swings, drops it. They take the crowbar. Yeah. And then, you know, the cops come, everything. I when I got hit, I like did like fell straight back. You know, I want to say the only times I've ever been knocked out in a fight, I like seized, went back, you know, got up, didn't really know what I was. You know, the alcohol was in my system, you know, maybe a little bit of weed. The days, you know, just got down with some, you know, some fools. And I'm like, for like 2-3 seconds, I didn't know where I was. You know, I was just kind of like, where the fuck am I? You know, as soon as I see the cop lights, like, you know, everything, like those dudes trying to take off, I knew exactly where I was. Pull up to their window again, trying to, you know, get down again. And by then the cops are on us hard, you know, hey, get down. You know, they already knew me. They knew my friend. They knew them. Put me in cuffs, even though I was, you know, my head was busted, everything, the whole thing. I refused to sign the thing for them to take me on an ambulance or get treatment, anything. I was just like, just take me to jail. Take me to jail, you know? And I'm not trying to, you know, to get all that. And they were like, no. Anyways, they put me in the cop car. The cops, I was like, hey, this ain't the jail. I have been to jail many times, you know, nothing to be proud of, but I have been to jail many times. As soon as he's pulling up into the parking lot, I knew. I was like, bro, this ain't the jail. Where are you taking me? I start getting a little kind of rowdy with the cop. You know, I don't know if he's doing some shady stuff or what, but he ends up taking me to the hospital, which was cool of him, you know. He did it anyways, even though I refused to sign the release or whatever it's called. And he takes me and he forces me basically to get help, you know. And the lady, I remember this very clearly because the lady was like, what's your like mind state right now? And I was like, I don't care if I live or die. Like, I don't want help, you know? That was like my mind state then when I was, you know, fully, you know, getting it cracking, you know. And she's like, I'm like, I'm not gonna get violent with you, you know, nothing. They were like kind of hesitant, and I was like, I'm just, you know, whatever, do what you have to do. And I think they're gonna come with like this special little like thing, because she's like, do you want stitches or staples? I was like, whatever's cheaper. And she's like, staples. I was like, okay. And because I knew I was gonna get billed for it, you know. I thought they were gonna come out with this like little like special doctor staple or something. They come out with like that silver freaking, you know. Yeah, she like puts her foot up on the table to like get it on me, you know, and like gets it right there, bro. Yeah, it was gnarly, bro.
That's crazy.
You know, end up in jail, and they OR'd me on the spot because they didn't want me, you know. They're like, this fool might die in the cell, you know. My dad comes and gets me. My dad and my parents, God bless their heart, my brothers, everybody, they've always pitched in. I've been a burden on them many times, you know. When they probably had just enough to bail me out, bro, they used all that money probably at the time, borrowed money, whatever they could, but they've always, you know, been there for me and tried to bail me out of jail when they could. And I know I can never repay all that money, bro. Maybe one day, you know, but I've been a huge burden on them with that stuff. But anyways, I'm cussing out the cops. I'm trying to fight them. I'm, you know, you fools are fucking every name in the book. I'm calling them, you know, like trying to get down with them, everything. And my dad is just like, Martin, like grabbing me by the shirt, like rough, you know. He's like, let's just go, you know. And that was I think one of the worst ones. I've had a lot, bro, but that was one of the worst ones.
Thank God you made it out.
Yeah,
dude.
bro.
And like you said, you're working towards making positive impacts on the community.
Exactly.
Is the difference.
Like I said, I was destroying my community. Now I'm trying to build
Right.
it, man, and be a good example, especially for my son.
I remember you just made me think of this. I remember being in bro, the deep, like the Black Hill, Black Hills of North Carolina, like super country.
Yeah.
And that was back in like my thugged out days too.
Yeah.
And so we're at this super country bonfire party, and I was there with my cousin, and something had happened, and I thought there was gonna be a problem with these guys, but then we ended up being cool.
Yeah.
And so they asked me for a ride to another place, and I'm like, yeah, you guys can hop in, cool.
Yeah.
And the one dude ran and he jumped up and he like slid across my hood like it was Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
Well, bro, I felt disrespected. I've been drinking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I look over at my cousin. I'm like, did that just happen? He goes, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right.
It's
and
on.
so I get out and I go grab this dude, and I put him down, and he goes back into the bushes. Bro, as I turned around, I don't know what it was, but I got leveled. And just, I've never, bro, and it was just like my legs went off.
Yeah.
I didn't get knocked out, but my legs just shut off. And so I dropped to the ground, and I just remember hopping back up just because I couldn't believe I got dropped down so fast.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I'm like stumbling around, like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
And so everybody fucking scatters and all this stuff. I hop in the car, and then, you know, I've been drinking and all this stuff. And so I get home, and bro, the next morning I wake up not remembering quite what happened.
Yeah.
And I go to open my mouth, bro, and it's just, I couldn't move my jaw or anything.
Yeah.
And my cousin was like, yeah, bro, you turned around and some dude was shaking up a beer in a can.
Really?
And so, like, I guess when you shake it up, it gets super hard.
Yeah.
And then when I turned around, he blasted me in the jaw with it.
Oh, damn, bro.
Me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, I knew that wasn't just
yeah.
That wasn't just a crack. You know what I'm saying? That shit fucking shut me off. But
damn, bro.
That's what made me think. I haven't thought about that in a long time.
For real?
Yeah. Crazy times.
Oh, yeah, bro. Oh,
crazy times.
Yeah. It gets crazy, bro.
It does.
Yeah.
You
look for it, you'll find it.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah. Well, bro, so what was like the moment? So you're going through all this stuff. Obviously, you're around the wrong people, it sounds like.
Yeah.
What is the moment to where something changes in you where you decide, like, you know, I have that wake up, or I need a new way?
So, you know, even with all that stuff happening to me, constant drama in my life, I wasn't changing for many years, you know, and it's even still hard for me to shake it now. I'm not gonna lie, you know, but I do my best, and just like any of us could, you know. But I think that the moment that really, really changed me, because even after I still had my brain aneurysm, all that, I still was like, I was like proud, you know, like, like proud, like all these scars and all that, like I'm proud of them in a way, but not like how I was then, you know. Then I was proud, like. But
have you heard me? You heard me talk about you said you listened to the pod before, so you've heard me talk about the eye-opening wake-up moment I had when I was in prison, and the Mexican kid came walking in.
And he was the tats were a badge of honor, right?
Yeah. And that's why I was like, oh, wait a minute,
this ain't cool.
Yeah, fuck this. No. All right, keep going.
No, you're good. You're good. So for me, I think when I, you know, was kind of like, I need to snap out of this, you know, was my son is a big part of why I'm changing and trying to change and making big changes, especially. And then I think the moment was when I just looked in the mirror one day, you know, and I was like, this is who I am, you know, like this is, you know, just, I didn't like what I saw. I don't know. It's just, I know if it's cheesy or whatever, but it's just.
It didn't feel authentic.
No. And I was like, you know, I remember taking a selfie and I was like looking at it, you know, and I was like, what the fuck, you know, bro? Yeah. And
bro, how do you feel? You got to be the same as me. Do you get that shit that pops up on your Facebook like 8 years ago? This is what you said, or this is what you're posting. I'm like, I have them.
Yeah, I have them, bro. And I'm just like, man, it is. No, it is, you know. And it's like, I remember there was like one time where I'm like posted with like as many Mickey's tall cans as I can hold and like thinking it's cool, bro, you know,
Yep.
and it's like it's
Yep.
not cool, bro,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know, and that's what I was promoting, you know, like that. And I just think I was like, all right, I'm already slowly making changes. I'm already getting like slowly into fitness and things like that. And I was like, I just think I need to go full fledged into this fitness thing. Like it's something that makes me feel good. It's something that makes my mind clear.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me feel good about myself, you know? And I was like, I just think I'm gonna just go. I was going 7 days a week. I was like, not even, I didn't care, bro. I was doing like 100 reps of like light ass weight. And then like, like how we kind of worked
Yeah.
out, but now it's more structured.
Right.
But yeah, I put Sean through a sick arm pump. Yeah. And
Got it in.
I got it in. And I was just not knowing what to do, but I did it. And I went out there and I was like, this makes me feel good. I'm gonna follow this.
Yeah.
And following that feeling, it made me push me all the way to 100K. You know what I mean? So
Dude.
let's go. You know, bro?
Dude,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Bro, when it's special when you've caught the bug before
Yeah.
and then you see somebody else catch the bug.
Yeah.
It's like I just want to be able to
It's-
support that in any way.
Yes.
Any way, form, or fashion.
Yes.
Bro, it's an ignition switch. It's a wake up moment. It's so many different things. And then
It's-
you start off with it as like the self journey, but then you get introduced to the community of people,
Yeah.
and then you keep going up distances, and it's just like this shit gets better and better.
Yeah.
And so yeah, like I'm always trying to introduce it to everybody, but when you talk about running or fitness to anybody that hasn't done it or they've had a previous bad experience because they got their ass kicked in, you know what I mean, doing gassers and gym class in 7th grade or some shit. It's like, man, you have no idea just moving your body what it does.
I used to be one of those people, you know?
Another thing I think where people get psyched out about running, and I'm curious what you think, when we were kids, we would sprint everywhere.
Yeah.
Running is not necessarily like that. Like everyone's like, oh, I can't do that. It's because nobody realizes, like, if you're not a runner and I say, hey, let's go for a run, everybody like goes out way too fast.
Yeah.
And they don't do
that is true.
the jog, the
that is
trot. Like
true.
you're not redlining the entire run. That's not running.
No, it's not. It's not, bro.
No. So yeah.
And because I work at a gym and I constantly I put the posters up for every single race I do, bro. Every event I do, everything I've ever signed up for, it's posted right there at the community board, bro. Yes. I posted at the community board. I tell people, hey, bro, there's a run, you know? And I never see anyone from the gym there, bro. Maybe 2 people max. And those are like people I have in my circle, you know, that run with me. And
I hang flyers here all the time, bro. We don't get many people from here.
Yeah. And it's one of those things, bro. You ain't going to get, you know?
It's a special breed.
Tight-knit community, bro, you know?
We were, you know, I picked you up from the airport yesterday.
Yes, sir. Thank you for that, bro.
Yeah, bro, of course. The bro, yeah,
he pulled up in the sick ass I Am Redemption truck, bro.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. I think it was just clean too.
Yeah, oh, there we go, bro. Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. I forgot where I was going with this, but one of the things when we met and we were talking and bro, it sounds weird, but and it happens, you know, anybody that watches this show or follows me, they know Teresa, they know Monster, they know some of the people that have been part of I Am Redemption for a long time. But bro, us like-minded people find each other, and it's like I knew you before I knew you. If you're a runner or you're an ultra runner or you're a trail runner, bro, we know each other.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
Bro, I've yet to meet a bad person. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
it.
I don't want to.
No, yeah.
It's just some of the best, most salt to the earth people. And it's funny. I remember the first race I ever went to. We're getting ready to start the race. I got a book bag with me. And I freak out because I'm like, where am I going to put my bag? My wallet, my keys are in there.
Yeah.
And they look at me and they're like, you're good. You don't have to worry about anything. Like, what do you mean? There's people everywhere. They're like, this is trail running. Like, people don't. Your shit could be out there. Nobody's stealing anything, bro. And it's just like, this is the greatest group of humans I've ever met.
Yeah, I've done the same thing, bro. Yeah.
So what was it like, dude? I get Tahoe 100K.
Yes, sir.
Anybody, if you don't know about the Tahoe 100K, first of all, it's some of the most beautiful terrain up in the mountains you're ever going to see, with the most blue water. It's a difficult race for people, even average runners, because there's altitude. I think it starts at 6,000 feet, goes up to 9,000 feet. One of the hardest races I've ever done for sure. There's a couple good stretches there where it's like the terrain's so rough they can't even really have an aid station. So you go, you go a pretty long stretch without some water there. Until you come down out of the mountains, and there's that where the windmill,
Oh,
not
yeah.
the windmill, the watermill thing
Yeah.
is like that. But what is it like for you
Mm-hmm.
coming from where you've come from?
Yeah.
Knowing your story and everything like that, and
Yeah.
stepping up to the line at your first 100K at the
Dude.
at Lake Tahoe.
Yeah. So stepping up to something that
Stepping
big
up to the line, towing up for a marathon is a big deal. Towing
Yeah.
up for 100K at altitude is a definite big deal.
Hell yeah, bro. Thank you for that, bro. Thank you. Because it was heart pounding. I was just nervous as hell. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, nervous as hell. I'm like, damn, am I even gonna finish? Am I, what am I gonna do? And I just, you know what? I'm gonna just run it like I do,
Mhm.
I'm gonna just go out there, send it, have heart, and a lot of things I do is just I have heart, and the heart, you can't teach heart, you
You got it or you
yes,
don't,
you
bro.
got it or you don't, bro, and I met one guy, his name was Martin Hernandez, just like me, and right before the run, I actually pulled up the day before to pick up the bib.
Mhm.
He was, giving me sick ass vibes. I knew, like you said, instantly I knew. I was like, this is my homie right here.
Yeah.
This is my homie.
Yeah.
And not only did we share the same name, he kind of looked like me a little bit, but no tatted, like
Right.
not tatted at all. I was like, damn, that would have been me right there,
Yin and yang.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly, bro. And right before I started the 100K, I remember telling one of the people at the aid station, or not the aid stations, but volunteers, I was like, hey, I'm more nervous than this for like one of my Muay Thai bouts, And he's like, no, you got this, bro,
Right.
And then right before it starts, Martin Hernandez, the other one, he pulls up and he fist bumped me and he's like, corre con Dios. And that means run with God. And I was like, all right, hell yeah, bro. And then I fist bumped him, started running. And then from there, it was just, handled it. I end up letting a girl named Mariana Cuca, shout out to her, from Mexico City. She, flew in with her visa, everything, applied for the race, got in. I let her borrow one of my trekking poles for basically the whole race.
Yeah.
I'm running with one trekking pole and one log.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's in the pictures, bro. You know what I mean? And she even like told me at one of the aid stations, how am I gonna get this back to you? And I'm like, you could, they're expensive. I was like, well, you could keep it, fuck it,
Yeah.
it's gonna get you through. This ain't no joke.
Right.
You could freaking fall down the cliff, you can get hurt. This ain't no joke. You ain't got no poles. 4 aid stations in the whole race, 88 people signed up, 44 DNFs.
Damn.
So yeah, that's how it shows you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, as soon as I crossed that finish line, my sister was waiting there for me. My brother, shout out to them, Laura and Eric. And I felt so accomplished, bro. Like, you don't even know. Oh, you do know.
Yeah.
Actually, you do know.
I get it.
Yeah,
Trust
my
me.
bad, bro. Yeah,
No.
you do know. You do know. Yeah.
Bro, I talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
It was one of the most profound moments where
Mhm.
we go through all these things in life, bro,
Yeah.
and we're conditioned to think we're this certain person.
Yeah.
And for my whole life, I thought I was Sean the addict. I'm
Yeah.
Sean the alcoholic. And that's all I ever chalked myself up to
Yeah.
be. And it had been so many years since I had done something truly profound
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I just remember looking down and being like, man, dope fiends don't do shit like this, boy.
Hell
what I
yeah,
mean?
bro.
Like,
yeah.
you start wrapping your head around what you've accomplished, man. And the thing is, and there's a lot of people in this world that have the mindset of going out and accomplish something, and once
Mhm.
they've accomplished it, they're good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You and I, it's like the fire burns a little bit deeper,
Oh, yeah.
because once we figured out what we can accomplish, then we're like, all right, what's next?
Yeah.
What else
exactly.
could we do?
What's next?
You know
bro?
what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you just keep leveling that shit up. And so,
Yes.
bro, to have that moment where you could do and truly wrap your head around, man, there is a small percentage of runners. Go ahead and Google it right now. There's a small percentage of runners that will ever actually run a marathon.
Mhm.
There's a small percentage of runners that would actually run a 50K.
Mhm.
Now we're talking about a fucking 100K, dog. Like,
Let's go.
bro, it's when you think about
Yeah.
it, bro, it's a very small percentage of
I
people
didn't
in the
even
world.
think of it like that, bro. Honestly,
People
Yeah.
run every day.
Yeah.
People run every day.
That's true.
There's most human beings on this earth will not have run 62 miles cumulative in their
Hell yeah.
entire life.
Hell yeah.
And you did that in one day.
Yes, sir.
It's fucking good.
Let's go, bro.
You don't, if you want to take off the medal, I don't, you
Oh,
got that,
you're all good.
you
Yeah,
got
all
that
right.
shiny piece on. We don't want to cover
All
that.
right,
up.
bro. All right.
So, bro, when you originally, so you're all obsessed or not obsessed, but you caught the bug with the running.
I'm obsessed. Yeah, yeah.
You caught the bug with the running shit.
Yeah.
And what What was it about the documentary? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's just a
Yeah.
random doc you found on Amazon Prime, I'm guessing.
I had
Whatever it
watched I had watched every single documentary you can on Prime about running,
Uh-huh.
you know, and I let the trailer play to yours, you know. I saw who you were a little bit and what it says, the intro. It's legit, you know, and I was like, man, what's this about, you know? Like I watched all these other, you know, documentaries and none of these fools look like me. You know what I mean? Or they don't have to look like me, you know, but
Right.
you know what I mean? Like I could relate, but not.
Yeah.
And then when I saw yours, bro, because I had already looked up to, you know, David Goggins and other figures in the ultra community. I had looked them up and just been like, man, what's this about? I didn't even know 100 miles was fathomable
Me neither.
at the time, you
Me
know?
neither.
And but still, like there was like some disconnect there.
Yeah.
When I watch yours documentary, bro, your life, because it's your life. It's like not just like a movie or anything like that, or something that you stumble across. It's like your life. And I was like, this is my G right here. You know, this is someone that I can connect with,
Yeah.
and I'm like, he did it. You know, I was like, you lit that up in me, bro. You know, and I was like, that's what inspired me. You know what I mean? That's what inspired me, dog. Yeah.
You're giving me goosebumps right now, dude, and it's so crazy because in addiction or in life, bro, we try to play these stage characters and,
Yeah.
and we think it's what everybody wants us to be or what society thinks we should be,
Yeah.
what we feel we need to be for
Yeah.
other people. And bro, the harder I tried to play that character, the farther and farther I was from ever
Yeah.
doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I like literally started living authentically
Yeah.
and not trying to be a tough guy,
Yeah.
or being open, being vulnerable, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, bro, I said at the beginning of the show, I'm about to cry. I don't give a fuck. Bro.
Yeah, bro.
I got people that love me in my life.
Yeah.
I got a wife that loves me in
Yeah.
life. I got a dope ass nonprofit. I'll
Yeah.
cry my fucking eyes out on this
Yeah,
podcast.
I got you,
What
bro.
are you?
No,
What's
I
somebody
know,
gonna
bro.
say to me? You know
I
what
know,
I mean?
bro. Yeah.
Bro, we are who we are.
Yeah.
I used to think the tough guy shit was burying that shit down and,
Yeah.
and not being emotional about
Yeah.
it. It's a lot harder to sit across from a man and open up and be vulnerable and talk about your problems. That's
Yeah.
the hard shit.
Yeah.
It's easy to stuff it down. You
I
know
was
what I mean?
nervous, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You know,
Yeah.
but you know,
For what?
just for to speak and everything,
yeah.
and but before that, like, I mean, bro, you picked me up from the airport. You know, you took me around town, took me to my room. You know, first thing you did when we met up,
Workout.
hit the workout, bro.
Workout.
Hit the workout for sure. That's Mando.
Yeah.
You know, talking, chopping it up, and you know, connecting real, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, telling you a little bit about my story and what I've been through and my mind state and everything. And you know, you're able to just let me open up to you. And even the fact that I was willing to tell you about those, you know, thoughts that I had about not being
Mhm.
deemed worthy and all
Yeah.
that. And then we hit the sauna, you know, we sweated it out, and then hit the sick cold plunge. First cold
ever.
plunge, first ever, bro.
My man, 3 minutes, no problem.
No
First time
problem,
out.
dog. Yeah.
Took
I
it
don't know
like a
why.
gangster.
That's it.
Bro, man, you're saying so many special things right now because I truly, that's what I want people to see, bro. Is
Mhm.
like, it's not, when I do, it's not just content. Like we really,
I know, no,
we really got
no.
a fucking community, dude. And,
Oh,
and
this
it's not, we don't just do like, there's people that have run groups
Yeah.
and all this shit.
No,
like,
no.
bro, we are a community.
Oh, yeah,
and
bro.
So it's like when we connect, bro, we connect.
Oh no, bro, and
it's
that's yeah.
family. You know
That's
what I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I felt it.
bro,
I feel
because
it. I feel it. Yeah.
everybody that gets around us understands, and there's some people that they don't end up, they come in and then they go their own separate way because there's some people that have the mindset and see we all rise together.
Yeah.
We are more powerful together. I'll support you from here. You support
Yeah.
me from over there.
Yeah.
How do we network? How do we
Yes.
help?
Yeah.
How do we motivate each other? I need somebody next to me that's not going to co-sign my bullshit. And when
Yeah.
I'm having an off day, they're like, hey,
Yeah.
you're being a little bitch. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I say it all the time. I want to keep those killers around me,
Yeah.
dude. I want those people around me. And so
For sure.
the more yous and me's and all that,
Yeah.
we keep collecting, bro. We're going to do some.
That's
do
it.
some
That's an
special
army,
shit,
bro. That's
dog.
an army, bro.
For sure. For sure. We're going to definitely, I want to go more into your story, but just
Yeah.
before I forget, we're going to have you back out here in February for Austin Marathon.
I'm
'cause
down.
We got some.
I'm down. I'll
You
be
of
there,
all
bro.
people need to be on our team for Austin
Yeah.
Marathon. You need to come run this shit with
All
us,
right.
and we got some really cool shit going on
I'm
with the
down,
movie.
bro.
and all
I'll
that.
be there.
You didn't come out to the movie, so you got to come.
I
to
know,
the
bro.
thing,
I
you know what
gotta.
mean?
Yeah, I gotta redeem myself, bro.
There you
I'm
go.
down. I'll be there, bro. I'll be there.
So, dude, everything that I've seen, and I'm not there with you on a daily basis, but what I can see from social media, bro, is you are a man that you can see is about his son, and you could tell. I feel like I went through a phase where when I first got sober, I made sure that everything I posted was going to be positive.
Yeah.
Of me, you know what I mean? Me around good people, races, and doing all that. And I feel like that's what you've done too, because
I've changed up my image a lot.
I can look and I'm like, damn, when I first met you, it was, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not slighting you at all, but it was rap videos, it was this and that. And now it's like, that's a father right there. That's not a dad, that's a father.
Thank you, bro.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
you know
it does. It does. I appreciate it because I have tried to, even like when they give the beer ticket at the race and stuff like that, even when I have a picture, I'll try to, like, you know, put it like right here to the side or anything, because I don't want to promote that. I don't want to be like, hey, you know, you're racing, you have to be out here, like I don't know. I just subconsciously, you know, I'll put it here or anything like that. But my story with my son is very, it's not unique. Many fathers go through this, but it doesn't matter the distance between you. You have to be there for your son. My son's all the way in Tennessee, and I'm in Nevada for whatever reason. You know, his mother chose to move out there, and she's got her career, and I'm very proud of her, and she's doing her thing. And even when I was with her, she's legit, bro. She actually was a big reason of helping me change a little bit. You know, we got our first place together. She kind of forced me a little bit to be like, you know,
do you think she
have the fence and all that, and the dog? And
do you think she sees you now that you've put the thug shit down and you're like doing you now, and she's kind of like, damn,
I don't know, bro. I don't know. So I don't know. You never know, right? But anyway,
why couldn't you have been like this when we were together?
She said that once. Yeah. And
shout
out to Marcella, you know.
That's my sister's middle name.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful
Shout out
name.
to Marcella, man. You know, she used to wake up at 4 a.m. and make me lunch when I would work construction.
Gangsta.
You don't find that, bro, you know. And a shout out to her, bro. She put up with a lot of my shit.
Yeah.
And but going back to, you know, my story with my son, there's people that live down the street from their son, and they won't even go seek them, you know. And I'm that far away from my son. I try to FaceTime him when I can, you know. Sometimes it's not that I don't want to talk to him on every single day. There's just sometimes where I'm like, I don't even know what to say to him. I don't know what to say. Hey, papi, like I'm here and you're there, you know. It hurts. It hurts. I crashed out hard when she moved, you know. And I've had to pick myself up, you know, and be like, I was in jail 2 days before my flight to go see him for the very first time when he moved out there, you know, bro. And I was like, what am I doing, you know?
Right.
Like, yeah, it hurts, but balling up and crying in a little ball and lashing out at the world is not gonna help me be there for him.
Yeah.
And now my son, for 9Ks deep, you know, or nine 5Ks deep, 1 6K trail run, first place age group. He's 10 years old, by the way. You know what I mean? He's
running just like his dad.
That's it, bro. And you know, when before he probably was more like, oh, I want to be like, you know, thugging like my dad or whatever. He looked up to me. He always gonna look up to me forever, bro. And I really realized that I have to be 100% there and a good role model for him,
right?
And show him, you know.
Bro, I want to bring this up because it was a very profound conversation that I had the other day, and it fits perfectly with what you're talking about. And it was a gentleman I really wish I could have connected you guys while you were here, but young guy, young father is fighting to be back in his son's life, and he was talking to me, and it was a very common topic that people talk about in early recovery. And he was sitting there saying that he's a drug addict. He's not an alcoholic. Yeah. And there's some people out there that's the case. Me personally, I'm an alcoholic in a sense. Once I put alcohol in my body, I'm for sure putting drugs into my body. Yeah. So I know not to put alcohol into my body. Yeah. There's some other people that they have an actual alcohol problem. They can't stop drinking and all that. Yes. So he was saying he has the drug problem. He doesn't have an alcohol problem. And so he's like, I can't say that I won't have another one beer again or
Yeah,
whatever. And I
yeah.
was like, bro, that's, you know what I mean? You have to go down that path when you get there. But
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you one thing. What is your Super Bowl in life? Like, what is the most important thing to you in this entire world? It's a common theme that I talk about is people trying to identify that, because once I identified what was truly most important to me in my life, which at the time was getting sober and
Mhm.
staying out of prison,
Yeah.
which truly for the first time in my life, those were the most important things.
Yeah.
So if it didn't align with those two things, I didn't do it. And
Yeah.
so then I had to ask him, I was like, bro, is you having that drink? So I asked him, what's your Super Bowl? What's your goal?
Yeah.
He's like, for my son to be back
Yeah.
in my life. And I'm like, bro, awesome one.
Yeah.
Now, is having that one beer that you think is going to be cool, is that helping you attain that goal in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, no, but it's not really hurting it. And I was like, but it could. Like,
Yeah.
if there's a 1% chance that that's
Yeah.
going to lead to another one, or lead to you doing coke,
Yeah.
or you fighting with your baby mom, or
Yeah.
you doing this, bro, like, why
Yeah.
are we even playing this game? And at the end of the day, like,
Yeah.
if you just really need to hold on to
Mhm.
that idea of I can still have one drink,
Yeah.
bro, you might want to take a little bit deeper look at
That's
that.
it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the
Exactly.
thing where it's like, bro, that is not helping. I don't know, man.
It's
like,
not getting you closer to your goal, bro, by
No.
any means. You know what I
and,
mean?
and bro, the reason I'm saying all this is I know you were someone like you or I, and a lot of people,
Yeah.
we fuck off a lot of our life. You know what I
Yes.
mean? There's
Yeah.
a lot of our life that we just ruin and it's
Yeah.
gone now. It's
Mhm.
like, how old are you?
I'm 34.
Oh, it's 34 years gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's another thing I heard that was an eye opener for me, dude. Is they were talking about and this gives you perspective when you don't live around somebody, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My parents aren't old, but they're getting older.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
in my mid 40s. They live in other states away. How
Yeah.
many more times am I truly going to see them again?
Yeah.
If you think of like how many times a year do you see somebody? How many more years are they here?
Yeah.
Bro, what if somebody told you it's like, hey, you might only have 10 more times? Where it's
Yeah.
like,
That should be
You
an
s-
eye opener, right?
bro,
yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
That's
someone you see every day where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you're going to be with them another 10 years.
Yeah.
Now, what if I only see this person another 5 times in 10 years?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's an eye
That's
opener,
true, bro. No,
and
that
it's-
is true.
it makes me think about life in a different way, and I truly have this essence of like making up for lost time, or
Yes. Yeah.
being present in this moment,
Yeah.
and trying not to focus on the things I can't control, or tomorrow or yesterday. It's like today, right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make today special.
Exactly, bro. That's very true, because I feel like when you're like, say, troublemaker and substances, living the party life, all that, and then you wake up, if you ever do wake up,
Mm-hmm.
you're playing catch up a lot
Yes,
in life. You know what I mean? Yeah.
bro. I wasn't building credit or fucking doing any. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't doing any of that
Yeah.
stuff, and so you are, bro. I
Yeah.
didn't know how to set up a line. I think
Yeah.
a home loan.
Yeah,
What? Like
yeah.
I didn't know about any of that
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, dude. But thankfully that you've thankfully, number one, dude,
Mhm.
you righted the ship before. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
a lot of people that are dealing with, umpteenth dollars into going to treatment or
Yeah.
jail, prison, lawyers, this and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It seems like you made it out relatively unscathed, bro,
Yeah.
and you're doing great shit. So
Well, I had the brain aneurysm. That
Mhm.
was like one big.
Oh, yeah.
That was like one big.
wrong choice of words. Then
No,
you
you're all
you
good.
didn't get
No,
down
you're all
unscathed.
good. No, you're all good. Almost
Right.
unscathed. And that was also an eye opener. It's life's telling you. Life tells you all the time. God, life. It's telling you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're not in the right place. You're not going down the right path. You're not doing the right things. It's telling you all the time.
Right.
Remember what I told you about the little Panda Express thing that I got? I was, kind of dwelling on just dropping off my son.
For those that don't know what just because I don't want people to get lost, tell them about what do you mean by Panda Express?
Oh,
They
it's
don't know what you're talking about.
the it's just like a Chinese spot where you can go get some food. It's right over by where I'm staying, about a mile out. I was, kind of dwelling about just dropping off my son. So I dropped off my son in Tennessee and then came to see Sean. And I was like, I'm going to stop messing around, especially after you had offered me a spot on your movie. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm pulling up. Anyways, drop off my son. I'm like, kind of dwelling on him and the situation and everything. And instead, like before, I would have found the closest bar.
Mhm.
Now I'm finding like, okay, where can I run to?
Yep.
What can I do? What can I keep my mind occupied? I'll hit some burpees in the room if I have to, or I'll run to the Anytime Fitness. That's what I was doing in Tennessee while I was out there on my own. So I ran to the Panda Express, came home, came to the room. And as I'm sitting there, I had, the cookie and all that. I hadn't opened it, and it said something along the lines of, you have to kill that inner doubt or something like that. I have the actual,
Right.
I put it in my wallet
Right.
and I keep most of my fortunes because they say that if you keep them on you, they'll come true.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I sometimes tuck them inside of my hat,
Hell
like how
yeah.
you're wearing your hat
Yep,
there.
yep.
I tuck them in there sometimes, or I'll put them in my wallet. And I was like, you know what? Like this is a sign. This is a sign right here that I gotta kill that. I gotta kill that inner thought. And I'm glad I pulled up, and now I'm here, and dude, it's just I can't even put words to
Hell
it.
yeah.
I can't even put
Hell
words
yeah,
to
bro.
it.
But there's so much to walking through that fear, man, and
Yeah.
getting on the plane, coming to,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I told you I went through the same thing my first time going out to California.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I did. And I
Yeah.
can't ever wait to go back.
Yeah.
But it's walking through that fear of judgment or fear
Yes.
of this or
Oh, yeah.
insecurity,
Yeah, exactly.
self-doubt,
Yeah.
body dysmorphia, all the
Yeah.
bullshit.
All
dude.
of it.
It's all bullshit, man.
It is, bro.
And you and I, we touched on this earlier, but you were saying it's like catching signs.
Mhm.
And bro, I don't know. Other people may feel differently, man, but I think for a long time my eyes weren't open to God. And
Yeah.
I think that's God throwing us these olive branches,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, he does.
And I think the people that choose to not have faith or choose not to believe just let those signs go by, and they probably don't even see them.
Yeah.
And I just think about, man, if we get to the end of the road and
Yeah.
you realize you're standing there at the gates and you be like, holy shit,
Yeah.
I've been ignoring these signs my whole life.
Yeah.
Where it's like, bro, now I catch shit and signals like that every day of
Yeah.
like knowing the directions of which I'm supposed to go.
Yeah.
Like God clears these paths for
Yeah.
you and all that, where it's like, yo, this is what
Straight up, bro. Yeah.
where before I couldn't see that shit.
Yeah.
I was lost.
So
So go ahead.
I gotta take a leak hella bad, bro.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that-
go ahead. Yeah, we can pause it. Go
Okay,
ahead.
hell yeah.
Go ahead.
Hell yeah.
As soon as you come back, we'll wrap up.
All right, bro.
29.
My bad, bro.
No, you're good. 2900. You know where you're going? I was just about to wrap it up.
You guys have time. The second one got canceled.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, you got more than enough time if you wanna do whatever you feel.
I probably won't rush them, but I'm ready to go. It's been a long day. Oh, that feels good. Damn, now I'm worried about the big one of the other things I got. Maybe because these lights aren't directly on it, it won't fuck with it.
Yeah, I wonder.
Because the other one is like the white is on the outside and it's that goat shield that I have. We'll have to see. Whatever he does. Good.
Yeah, bro. I didn't mean to skip over the whole brain aneurysm thing, but I don't think we have time for that, huh?
We touched on it. You want to go back to it?
I could just bring. Yeah, I'm down, bro. Because it's like a big part
Okay.
of everything. Like it kind of wraps everything together, you know?
Cool.
Yeah.
We got a little bit. He just said we have some time.
Okay, cool.
All right, we good, big dog? All right. I don't remember what.
So you had asked me about the unscathed, and
Yeah.
I kind of went off a little bit to the side, but I didn't touch much on my brain aneurysm. So it goes back to everything about when I was changing back in being the fitness guy and all that. So I have a friend who's a pro fighter. His name's Michael Wood. He kept pushing me. I got him a job at the construction company I was working at the time. It was an asphalt company.
Mhm.
And he kept pushing me like, "Hey, bro, when you gonna come hit the gym?" You know, he always knew I had hands, but I
Right.
have like street hands. I didn't
Right.
have like,
Right, right, right.
trained
Yeah, there's a
freaking
difference.
gym hands. Yeah. And he'd always be like, "Come on, bro, when you gonna come hit the gym? Get some work in and stuff." And I was like, making every excuse in the book, bro. Like many people that don't hit the gym
Right.
or are into fitness do. And finally, one day I came in. He took me to this camp with these pro fighters. They whooped my ass, bro. You know what I mean? It was sick though, but I loved it.
Right.
Um, Started being consistent, started losing some weight. At the time I was like 195, but like skinny fat, you know what I mean? Thought I was cool and everything, but I wasn't, bro,
Right.
Gut, all that. Anyways, started training hard, and he finally was like, "Hey, bro, like you want to do something with this, And I was like, "Bro, hell yeah. Like I'm so down." And he was like, "Well, there's these PKBs and PMTs. They're like basically like amateur, and you start out and when you want to learn, they keep it in a controlled environment, They try to, it can get out of hand,
right.
but they try to, and you kind of just go off of your opponent. This fool hits you with 100%, you receive it. He hits you with 95, you receive it, and you're kind of trying technique, but it's sometimes it could. I saw a girl snap her arm,
Yeah.
but bunch of stuff different. Anyways, I'm training hard for it. And while I'm training hard for it, we're sparring more than usual. We're doing more drills than usual. After sparring one day, I told him, "Hey, bro, I feel like I want to cry." Like in a weird way. I can't explain it. It's not like a pain cry. It's like I'm feeling every single emotion rush into my head right now. Anger, sadness, depression, happiness, everything at once. Like it's a feeling I can't explain, never explain. I'd feel my head like vibrating almost, bro. And he's like, "Oh, you're being a lame and this and that, at first." But then I was like, "Nah, bro, I'm serious." When he saw me that I was
Yeah.
serious, he's like, "Oh, bro, like you're all good. Drink some, some Powerade or Gatorade or whatever, and we'll, hit up Chick-fil-A and we'll chill. We're
Yeah.
done with sparring for the day." We went, it kind of did come down a little bit, but I ended up doing the tournament. I won. I was pumped. Uh, then I have never told this to anybody besides like my brothers and the homies that were there. So I got into that tournament, fought, took blows to the head, unnecessary blows that probably I didn't need because I had already been living a life of head trauma.
Mm-hmm.
I get in 2 gang fights, over the weekend with some of the homies and stuff like that, and I won't touch too much on it, but my family doesn't know this. They will now,
Yeah.
but I hid it from them. They think that the brain aneurysm came from the kickboxing and the Muay Thai, but that was what really did it, I
Oh,
think, bro.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um Anyways, bro, I start having all these symptoms, start, at work. I still went to work for 2 weeks with that brain aneurysm in my head,
After
bro.
the crowbar shit.
After, yeah, this is way after, years after, the crowbar was 2013. This was 2021, around the
Okay.
COVID era, the weird COVID era,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh go to work for 2 weeks, start, my balance was off, my center of gravity, everything. I just felt like not there. My boss tells me, "Hey, on a Thursday, hey man, just take tomorrow off, Friday, and then you have the whole weekend, come back fresh Monday." He
Yeah.
thought I was just, out of it or what.
Right.
The best way I can explain it is, if people that drink, your hangover times 100, your
Mhm.
worst one. You know what I mean? Nasty headache. One day I just said, "Hey, I gotta go to the hospital." Told my parents I gotta go to the hospital. You know what I mean? My son was with me. I had him on the weekend that time. They took me. It was the same exact DR that I got took to for the crowbar thing. So they already had me in the system. They knew that I had head trauma prior. They didn't even fuck around. But right away they put me in the CAT scan, especially since I said it was head, and I was kind of feeling this. They told me my whole left side of my head was filled with blood. They rushed me over to Renown, which is Reno, the big, hospital. We were in a small town. Reno's bigger. They have all the stuff. They're like, "We can't do surgery here." Rushed me in the ambulance. Gave me all these strong ass, painkillers through my IV and all that. my pain tolerance went from like over 100 to like a 6 or 7 at the best, you know. Wake up from surgery, you know, start shaking in the bed because they had me strapped, you know. I start freaking out. The little nurse was like, no, no, you know,
Right.
pointing at my sister because COVID, they only would allow one person.
Yep.
And pointing at my sister, I look at her. She's like, March. She calls me March, my son's little March. She's like, March, you just got surgery, you know, your head and all that. And I wake up, oh, okay, you know. There's a video on my Instagram of them pulling the tube out. And that was I think a big eye opener for me, you know. I changed. Like,
Yeah.
I swear to God, I changed. I didn't change like with the thug shit and all that. You know, I went, got, you know, all these other new tats. Like, I felt like, you know,
Right.
hell yeah, you know, like, hell yeah. Like, the homies know what's up, all that, you know, like, but it wasn't,
They,
that
s-
wasn't,
they
you
say
know.
a lot of people change when they get hit in the head.
And I started getting, I changed, you know, that
Yep.
and that part, like emotionally wise, thought process wise, you know. There's sometimes where I kind of forget like short term things, but not to touch too much on it. But that was one of the, I think that was my biggest one, bro. My brain aneurysm. They say the only reason I survived is because I'm young, on the younger side.
Right.
A lot of older people, they get it, they don't even know it's there because their brain shrinks as they get older, and that was the only reason. So it was putting pressure
Yeah.
on me, bro.
Yeah. Well, bro, God brings us all through this journey
Yeah.
for a reason, dude.
It's your journeys, bro.
That
It
makes
tests you.
right.
Yeah.
And I promise you, he didn't bring you for that just for you to go on about living your life. There's something you're supposed to do with it.
Yes.
Some person you're supposed to help.
Yeah.
You're supposed to use that story to help somebody.
Exactly, bro.
Like, don't let it go to waste.
No.
I mean, I'm honored that you came and told family. Sorry you had to hear it here, but I'm honored. I'm honored you
Yeah.
trust me enough to come and be. You know what I mean?
I want to be honest,
open and
bro. I don't
vulnerable,
want to
dude.
be hide anything, and I want to be honest. And after that surgery, bro, I couldn't do anything. I got super depressed, gained all that weight back I had lost through my Thai fighting and training, and uh I just, as soon as the doctor cleared me, bro, like, hey man, you can start, you know, going back to work. You can lift 50 pounds again. You can, you know,
Yep.
minimum, you could, you know. I started doing burpees, calisthenics, everything I knew. I taught myself how to do Superman push-ups, all that, you know. And then I was like, oh, what's the next level? Weights, you know.
Yeah.
Started going the weights heavy, you know. And then I was like, I want someone to feel this, you
Mhm.
know. And that's when now I'm a trainer.
Yep.
And shout out to Anytime Fitness and crew and everyone out there. They're the reason I can do all these races every weekend, even multiple races on one day. They sponsor me, you know,
Incredible.
and yes, and they help me out a lot. And shout out to them.
Anytime Fitness and who else?
Anytime Fitness in Garnerville, and the owner's name is Crew.
Crew.
Yeah,
Dude.
shout out to Crew.
He told me what y'all are doing out there and how you guys are holding him down, man. And that is awesome. And it's people like you that change lives. So
Yes,
thank you for
sir.
doing that for
Yeah.
this man. Dude. So to switch up a little bit and
Yeah.
change, the famous last question I always love asking everybody right now. We got a version of this in some content you and
Yeah.
I shot earlier.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you not to use the same answer
Okay.
as that one.
I got
but
yeah.
if you're walking out tonight, hypothetically speaking, everybody knows that you're a fighter, right?
Yeah, yep.
And you're going out for the UFC heavyweight championship of
Yeah.
the world tonight. What is the walkout song?
I would choose Conejo and Stomper. Conejo in Spanish means rabbit, and then another rapper named Stomper who's passed away. They got a song called "Cry for Me."
Yeah.
That's the one, bro.
The banger?
That's the banger, bro.
That's the
That
one
one
that-
will pump me up, bro.
That's the one that everybody knows the badass
That's
is here.
it, bro. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, bro, if people want to get tapped in with you, they
Mhm.
heard your story and everything
Yes,
like that,
sir.
where can they find you?
So they could find me mainly on Instagram. That's my jam right there, bro. Is Instagram clownsg_Bamster. Clowns G was my rapper name, and that's why I kept it. You know, I had already built a little, you know, tiny following with that. So why change it? I
Yeah.
kept it. It's a part of me. And then my trainer page is CPT_Martin Hernandez, certified personal trainer Martin Hernandez. They could look up my YouTube, Clowns G as a Spitter, and that's me, bro.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Dude. Well, bro, I can't thank you enough for taking the time,
Yeah.
making the journey, coming, and dude, we had a good couple of
Yeah.
days. I look forward to having you back in February.
Hell yeah, bro.
Is there anything that you want to leave the people with? Anything
Leave the
that you
people
want,
with?
Yeah, anything you want to talk about real fast?
I have one thing.
Go ahead.
I have one thing, and
Please.
it's under here. Is that cool if I
Yeah,
grab it?
yeah. I don't even know what you're talking about, do I?
I got you, dog. So I went out and I found this,
Oh.
And I want you to sign it so I could put it in my office.
I absolutely.
And
will.
I could inspire people just like you did, bro. And I want to hang it up there, and then that way they all know. If you have a Sharpie in here, you sign it. If we can do it on
Sharpie?
camera, if not, we'll do it off camera,
Oh,
bro.
we got one. Let's go.
got one, bro.
Hell yeah, dude.
And
The DVD, since everybody has DVD players. Thank you.
You got a key or anything, bro?
Here, I got you.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah. If you can take the paper out and sign that and the discs, that would be sick, bro. And I'm gonna put that in my office. I'm gonna hang it up next to all my medals, my buckles that I have. I have 2 buckles. I have my first 50 miler Ferris 50 buckle, inaugural Garnerville race.
hell yeah.
And then I have my Tough Sheep. If you guys don't know what a Tough Sheep is, look it up.
Keep it up.
I signed up for the pro division on accident. The guy's like, bro, you could back out if you want. I'm like, hey, you don't know me, dog.
Where do you want me to sign it?
On the disc. And then if you could take the paper out and sign the paper, that way it's
Yeah. Will come out?
yeah, it'll come out. You just open it all the way like that and then pull it out. Yeah, like that. Yeah.
How about
If you
that?
could sign the front, bro, please.
Yeah.
And then that's it, bro. That's gonna.
It's crazy right now.
You didn't expect that, huh?
No, you said I didn't even see you carry that in. I tried
That's
to be all slick carrying the metal.
Hey,
in.
bro. That's how you know that we G'ing it up in here.
100%.
Straight up. I told Dylan not to say anything. I'll send you a picture, bro, right when I hang it. I'm gonna hang it right next to all my medals and all my accomplishments. I'm very proud of all my accomplishments, my medals. And this one, bro. This one's gonna get hung right next to it.
Very cool moment, bro. Very cool moment. I was trying to make this special for you, bro, but you just made this very, very special for me.
Hell yeah, bro.
I have the DVD in my truck because I'll go places and they'll if they're showing the documentary or whatever, they may not have a thing, so they'll have this. But I remember getting this, ordering this, and I was like, I don't think anyone's ever gonna order a DVD, but I fucking got one.
By the way, I was gonna bring the shoes. The shoes,
Yeah,
but I was like, I didn't want you to be like, this was doing the most.
No,
you know what I mean?
That would have been perfect,
Thank
bro.
you,
We would have put them
Thank you,
shits
bro.
front and center.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank
Absolutely.
you. Hell yeah.
Please send me a picture, a video, or something with those shoes, and we're gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask if we can get it spliced into this episode, just so people know what we're
There
talking
we go,
about.
bro.
I
There
hope
we
they look
go.
beat.
By the way, the 100 milers, those would be right on my feet, man.
No,
Those would be-
no, I'm not allowing you.
Dog,
I'm
come
not
on.
allowing you.
I'm
No,
doing
get some
it,
real
bro.
shoes.
Bro, I'm doing it. They
I
give me powers, bro. You don't even know.
Hit me up. I'll come crew you, and then I'll give them to you at the last aid station.
There we go,
you can
bro.
fucking
There we
finish
go.
in
Let's
them.
go,
How's
bro.
that?
Let's
we'll
go.
finish in the road shoes.
All right, let's go.
All right,
Let's
let me
go.
know what the 100 milers. I'm there.
All right, that's
I'm
it.
there.
All right, bro.
All right,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
So the way we like to wrap up the show,
Yeah.
you said you watched, so you already know, bro.
I do know.
Everybody got to hear a little bit about Martine.
Yep.
Got to hear a little bit about your story, but if you take a look in that camera, throw out a
Yep.
couple of I am statements to let the people know who you truly are.
I am a father. I am a brother. I am a son. I am a fighter. I am a runner. I am a fitness addict, and I am redemption, for sure. Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go,
Bro, love you, bro, man.
Love you
Thank
too,
you for
bro.
coming in, dude. Thank you for coming in.
Bro. Thank you
Absolutely.
for everything, bro.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Y'all, first of all, just so you don't know, believe it or not, many of our subscribers, most of y'all, in fact, don't subscribe to this channel. So you are what helps us keep going. You are what helps I Am Redemption continue to go as a nonprofit. So we would love if you would like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good things, please. You have many chances each and every week to get a hold or getting plugged in with I Am Redemption the first Monday of every month. If you're in Austin, Texas, we got the Monday men's meeting. Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. If you're local, we got the run group. The first Thursday of every month, we do the We're All Recovering from Something Zoom call. We invite everybody to jump on there. Please follow I Am Redemption. I post about everything we do. It is literally how I got connected with amazing individuals like Martine, how I got connected with amazing individuals like Monster, Teresa, Fueled Up, all the great people I know from all over this country. We've gotten connected all the same way. So I invite you to tap in. I Am Redemption. Let's go.
Let's go. Subscribe.
Cause the dream gets cold, we gon' keep that flame. Bring energy in the rooms, you won't leave the same. Scars on my back, I'ma stand up straight. Morals about to guide me down the road I take. What's the price of redemption? Hard work and dedication, you need a reason to live. Well, I'ma put one in your faces. They got it all confused about the talent that it takes. It just take a little effort, the opportunities made. We shift, take a lesson with the